today's Dhamma, I respectfully invite Phra Ajarn Mahanopdol, Sirivaddhano of Wat Phra Phutthabat Tamo, Doi Tao, District, Chiang Province, to share the Dhamma teachings that the Ajarn gives to his disciples every day. We will continue to use AI as the Ajarn's voice assistant for this dissemination.
The discipline of dissecting the body. There are numerous methods of practicing the Dhamma suited to the individual temperaments of each person. The Lord Buddha taught up to 40 different methods of practice depending on each individual's inclination and aptitude. The goal of practice is to attain true happiness and peace within one's own heart, to understand one's true nature, what we really are, why we are born, why we exist, and where we go after death. These are things that those who seek liberation from suffering should seek knowledge about, studying from scriptures and from teachers who have already trodden the path. This is of the utmost importance. When we say that Dhamma practice is the most essential undertaking in our life, something we must engage in and cultivate, we must do so without discouragement, aiming for that supreme happiness which surpasses all worldly joys. I read about the practice experiences of Luang Pului. He studied practice from a nun who was said to be a high-level noble one, Arya Pukala. This nun possessed special abilities, including the capacity to read minds, and was extremely strict in her practice. When he had the chance to meet her, Luang Pului asked for her guidance. The nun advised him to practice the discipline of Mang Kai, dissecting the body. In the Isan dialect, Mang means to separate or divide into parts. It is a practice of contemplating one's own body, separating it into parts, dispersing the liver, kidneys, intestines, lungs, every single component, and then gathering them back together. This act of dispersion is called Patibhaga Nimitta, creating a mental sign that transforms. Luang Pu followed this and experienced wondrous knowledge in his mind. Sometimes he would separate a tree into parts until nothing remained, and then bring it back together. Luang Pu said this practice was very exciting and enjoyable. Through doing it, one could come to know the minds and hearts of others, understand the mental states of individuals, and develop special mental abilities. These are things knowable only to oneself, to be realized and penetrated by the practitioner's own heart. When I was 18 years old, an elder brother came and taught me Anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing. Breathing in, contemplate Buddho. Breathing out, contemplate Do. After trying it for no more than 3 days, I saw a light arise within my body. I could expand it to become large or shrink it to become small. My mind perceived my own body dwelling inside this body. I could perform Patibhaga Nimitta, making it large or small, making it float up or sink down. This was an ability I had never studied from anywhere. Ultimately, an immeasurable peace and happiness arose. Later, when I listened to the teachings explained by my teachers, I realized that what I had practiced was correct. Sometimes in our practice we don't know what it is or what's happening. But when we listen to knowledgeable ones who explain and clarify the various factors, we come to understand how to proceed, how to practice, what is right and wrong. We must rely on teachers and rely on what the Buddha taught. From my understanding, Mangkai, dissecting the body, means separating the body from ourselves until nothing remains. Then what is left to cling to if nothing remains? In the end, a light emerges at the center of the body. This becomes the anchor for our mind. Because this body is not us, it is not ours, it is merely natural elements that have come together and ultimately they must disintegrate. As for our mind, It must wander in the cycle of samsara, dying and being reborn, born then dying, dying then born, like this for many lives, for many eons, until we practice to reach liberation and emancipation, attaining the path and its fruit, so that we no longer have to wander in birth and death. This is the highest aim in Buddhism, that the Buddha wished for practitioners to realize the truth within their own hearts, train the body to become empty, train in letting go so the mind becomes clear. Constantly observe and know your own mind as it unfolds. The Dhamma arises because the heart has let go. A calm mind will encounter what is excellent. The Dhamma manifests, making the mind clear, the heart bright, knowing within the mind that is neutral, finding the path beyond suffering to eternal happiness. Phra Mahanopdol Sirivaddhano. A birth of what? Phra Phutthabat Tamo, the 24th of January 2026.